first, I would say they should come in and meet everybody. I think one of the things that's really important is just to understand who are the stakeholders, like who's who, like who helps you with things, who's that person that knows every nook and cranny, where every bone is buried. Make sure you're friends with that person. How do you get to know those types of people? How do you, whether it be, again, what are all your stakeholders? Who can help you out with some of that information? And then start asking questions. Try to find out background behind different pieces of decisions that have been made. Don't come in guns blazing, think you're going to change the world. There might be very specific reasons why something is done the way it is, even though you might not agree with it. But ultimately, it's a really information gathering. Talk to people, ask them questions, look at the data. Where are their challenges? What are they focused on? What do they need? What is the existing roadmap? Really gather that information and start to build those relationships with the people that you work with while you get to know the product and get to know the pieces, and start to figure out how that kind of plays out. And then you can start thinking about, how can I make some changes and some suggestions into the process, and then start to insert yourself into that. Versus, again, there's a lot of background, a lot of reasons things are done certain ways that they are without you knowing why that is, whether it's a product for revenue reasons or for client reason, or the technology is just old and it's done this way because we don't have new technology to support this new way of doing it. Now, once you get past all of that, then you can start recommending those changes, or once you kind of get the culture, then you can start figuring out the best way to deliver the things that you need to do, or the things that how you believe can be done, and start to apply your methodologies and your ways of handling the work. I think for me, it's a team effort, and you need to build that team relationship and get them to trust you, and you need to get to trust them. And then once you can do that, then you can kind of collectively say, hey, we're making these decisions and we want to involve the process, and this is how we're going to involve the process, but this is the goal of evolving it. And this is why this is why I believe this is to work, and here's some background behind why I believe this is the right way. And at the end of the day, it's not, that moment in time is not fixed, in the sense of whatever process we're laying out now, or whatever change or whatever direction we're doing, everything continuously evolves. So just because we're saying that this is the way it is right now, and maybe it doesn't work, maybe we find that, this particular thing I missed a piece along the way, and we need to evolve it a little bit to make it a little bit better. Whether it's how sprint planning is run, or do you do retros or not do retros, or maybe retros can be tied in a different way than you're familiar with doing.